welcome back to the Red Crew. We are here to recap another UFC event. We have missed the last couple ones, but we're here to recap UFC 293. To my right, I have Matthew. To my far right, I have Ray. And from out of the country, in the country of Colombia, we have Chesco. Chesco, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
He says hello. So we're here to recap UFC 293. It was to me a mediocre UFC event. I don't know what you guys think about it until the last fight. Last fight where we have to make an admission that we were wrong and Ray was correct.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say make sure you get that in
we
there.
were wrong and Ray was correct. Ray, would you like to elaborate on that?
So before the fight started, even some of the other buddies that I have, they were like, "Man, I think Izzy's gonna take this fight." And I just looked at him and I was like, "You know what, dude? I don't know, man. I think Sean Strickland might take this fight. You know, he spars hard. The dude could take a punch. He's dedicated, and you know, he's got a title shot. So, I mean, a dude with that kind of mindset is probably gonna win."
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What? Say that again?
I can't see Ray, but can y'all tell him that even a broken clock is right twice a day?
Hey, that's not wrong.
Right?
That's not wrong.
Like, so that we got the first.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? Why 6? 5 o'clock is the start of happy hour.
Okay, there we go.
Happy hour ends at 6 generally.
Okay, see? No, you're wrong. Again, you're wrong.
Wow, there's two today.
It's just
How does that make you feel?
It's just being on that side of.
Yeah.
There's a time gap.
At the time lag. Okay,
Yeah,
we get it.
exactly.
We'll give it to you.
You got jet lag.
Over here's a different time. Yeah, over here's a different time.
Yes, it is. So we're here to.
You know what time it is?
Game time.
Sean Strickland time.
It's definitely correct. So let's start with the first fight: Tyson Pedro versus Anton Turkalj.
It's a competitive fight, you know.
I wasn't here for that fight, so y'all gotta clue me in.
It lasted like 30 seconds.
What happened?
Well, the first few fights in the main card, it didn't last that long at all. It was just a whole bunch of heavy dudes knocking each other the fuck out.
We had 1, 2.
By competitive, I mean it was.
With
There was a lot of
finishes
things
in the
being
main
played
card.
at the same time on TV, and I was probably not gonna catch a lot of my attention. So.
All right, so Tyson Pedro won by KO in the first round after 2 minutes and 12 seconds, or with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. I don't really know what this means, but all that matters is that Tyson Pedro.
It is confusing the way they be doing times, right?
Either 2 minutes after 2 minutes and 12 seconds, or with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. I think he was the favorite. In the preview, we decided that he was going to win because of his Samoan blood, and we weren't wrong. We were wrong.
We're never wrong.
Ever.
Never wrong.
Here in the Red Crew, we are never wrong.
Except we'll talk about it a little later. It happens every now and then.
Yeah, but collectively, we are not wrong. Because as long as one of us picks the winner, we're correct. Exactly.
As long as we never agree, which is impossible that we will, we're never wrong, all of us.
So, Tyson Pedro won, right?
Tyson Pedro won by KO.
Samoans proved us mostly, right?
Unfortunately, mostly.
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly.
You want to move on to the next one?
On to the next one. Justin Tafa versus Austin Lane.
Tafa is a burst. He's a fucking beast, man. He's a beast. He's got the power. He can move. He's a big boy, but it is deceiving because he will put your ass to sleep.
I don't think I'm wrong here. Can you just pull up Justin Tafa's record, please?
Justin Tafa. Previous fights are.
What does KO count? It's pretty high, I imagine, right?
He's not ranked, right?
No, he's not.
I don't think so.
He fought Lane, of course. Tafa, Porter versus Porter. Hunsucker, Vandera, and then some guy named.
That guy's name's Hunsucker.
Yeah, like his last name is Hunsucker.
How many? What's his record? How many fights has he won?
Record is 6-3. So there's still some time.
Justin Tafa?
Justin Tafa.
He's fairly new, but there are a lot of KOs, aren't they? What his wins?
All KOs.
Does it show? They're all KO?
I think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he either KOs or goes
KO
and gets beat.
Decision. Oh no, but that was his loss. KO, yeah.
They're all KOs,
They're
all his
KOs,
wins?
yeah.
All wins by KO. That guy's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Samoans are violent but nice.
I think his losses are probably mostly on his ass. So I think he needs to just keep working on that wrestling because
If
I
I
think
was
he's a problem
Samoan-
standing up.
If I was
Let's see.
Samoan, I would be way more of a thug than what I am. Like, cause there's thresholds, right? And
So you're saying you're at the bottom of the bottom?
If
No,
you
I
grew
did
a
not say that.
ponytail,
That's
you
what I
probably.
heard.
said I'm below Samoan.
No, that's what I
That's
heard.
it.
I heard you're at the bottom of the bottom.
If you grew a ponytail, you'd probably look kind of Samoan.
Me?
And get some tattoos.
No,
Nah,
Chesko
you.
would probably look a little
Chesko?
Samoan.
Thug. In other words, that's what I heard.
I don't hear. I don't see it.
We'll
at
see
all.
when he gets back. He probably is gonna come back looking all.
I'll send you a picture.
Oh, what? With a little bit longer hair?
Nah, he's just probably changing. He's gonna come back a new person.
I'm gonna get that long ass tattoo that they have in the
He's
back.
probably gonna come back with the tattoo.
With
He's
the
like
Samoan-
$10 Samoan tattoo. They're like, you're not in Hawaii, right?
It's an island. We're on
It's
a
close
beach,
fucking enough.
Over here in Colombia must be
Where are
cheap.
you in Colombia?
I am in Barranquilla, Colombia.
Where is that?
Shit.
In Colombia.
No, where in Colombia is that? Near what? Near what popular places?
Near Santa Marta.
Okay.
Near
That's near Cartagena, right?
Cartagena.
Okay. Well, there you go. You go to Cartagena. That's like the closest thing to the beach that they have, which is the nicest beach.
Yeah.
And then get yourself a tattoo. It doesn't even have to be a real tattoo. Get a henna tattoo.
Oh no, I was actually walking through the strip today. How you guys know about brands. Like, how much does a Dior sunglasses cost?
A real one?
Yeah.
It's in the hundreds.
It's in the hundreds,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I found one for literally like $4.
Ooh, can you get it for me?
Hence why I started with a real one?
And
Question mark?
and not only that, they had Gucci, Louis V, like whatever you want. Hey, Luis, does your girl watch the podcast?
If I show it to her.
How was the quality though? That's the most important.
Don't show
part.
her this one and buy her the next gifts you need for
I
Valentine's.
like that. Actually, wait, can you get me some stuff?
Yeah, I got you for
Okay.
Valentine's, for
On the 17th of February?
Christmas on the 17th of February.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Fucking right.
All right, what's the next fight?
Because then you can also take her to dinner, so she loves you twice,
That's true.
and you get to have a good
Well,
dinner.
I do a whole day, so she's definitely going to get dinner.
The
Yeah,
wrong day.
But he does it 2 days later.
It doesn't matter as long as she gets
Make
dinner.
any
That's all I
sense.
care about.
Hey, baby,
Next
happy
fight.
February 17th. What?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day? No, it's February
This is
17th.
our
Day.
Valentine's. It's even more special.
I combine.
That's
them.
what an anniversary is
Consolidate it
for.
Like your
No.
fucking debt.
I celebrate my girl every day, just in different ways.
Ray is right.
the fuck up.
Ray is right. Anniversary is essentially Valentine's Day.
For you
For-
guys
for
on
your
your
own.
special day. Valentine's is Valentine's.
Dude, I don't know my fucking anniversary. I'm going to.
No real man
I'm
does,
gonna
Matthew.
stumble upon it with a fucking punch in the face. or
No,
some shit.
no real man
it
does,
was
Matthew.
today. Okay.
I don't fucking remember at all, and it wasn't
Matthew.
that long ago.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's good?
No real man remembers his anniversary. That's
Disagree. Completely.
that's 2 rules of being a man. You pee standing up and you don't remember your anniversary. So that's,
I agree with the first one. not
Well, I
the second.
definitely am not following one of those rules. I'm not gonna tell you which one.
You pee sitting down?
Hey, I said I'm not gonna tell you which one.
they say it's good for hemorrhoids.
To
I'm
be
pretty
sitting
sure
down.
that's the opposite.
Yeah, if you're not supposed
The
to be
longer
sitting
you
for
sit,
too
the more
long.
your
Yes,
hemorrhoids.
exactly.
No, but I don't think you sit a long time when you're peeing.
I don't know. I've had pretty long piss before,
Dude,
man.
I've had some fucking pisses. It's not like an after beer piss. Like after beer piss, you gotta stand up, dude.
I don't
You
know.
wanna
It's
get it all
kind of
out, bro. You gotta make
difficult.
more
You're like
room,
kind
you
of
know?
It's you gotta
Swinging.
gravity do its thing, you know.
Yeah,
you're like
bro.
you're like swinging. You're like, oh come on, I can't miss a toilet this time. You know, you wake
That's
up
when
in the
you sit on
morning.
the urinal forward.
The fuck?
No. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
the only one. Yeah, you're the only one.
Next fight is Manel
Bro, I was
versus Felipe dos Santos.
before we go any further. I was watching this episode of South Park the other day, and fucking so like they're talking about bathrooms, right? Like how you sit in a bathroom and Butters goes, he goes, wait, what do you mean? You guys sit facing the other way of the toilet? He goes, then where do you put your comic book and chocolate milk when you're taking a shit? And I'm like, and I thought about it, I'm like, dude, he's right. Like, like how we've been taking shits the wrong way. Like we're supposed to turn
because
around.
they sit like straddling the toilet, huh?
Yeah.
So like you sit facing like
It has a
where the
table
tank
for
is,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you put your chocolate milk there, your coffee there, you put your
Who
like
the fuck
comic
is
books.
drinking chocolate milk while going to the bathroom?
I don't know.
Somebody,
You've never.
well, coffee for sure.
I
It
drink
happens to me
coffee.
every day. I get up, have my coffee, and
You
of
go-
course I gotta shit. Like like it doesn't matter. I could shit before. You drink your coffee, you gotta shit again. I'm like, I
So I
started
just-
taking my coffee with me. Fuck it.
Yeah, I just take my
When is
coffee
the
to the
worst time to
bathroom.
have to take a shit?
Middle of sex.
Oh shit!
Dude, that was exactly what I was thinking, bro. During head, like you're getting head.
oh fuck.
You're like, girl, I'm about to fart.
I'm
in
over
your
here thinking like
fucking
right after
mouth.
the shower. That's what I was thinking.
No, during sex, you're like,
About to fart on your neck right now, girl.
like the problem is like you want to release from the front end, but you're like, if I release from the front end, the back end might come out.
You gotta relax.
You're
a
like,
little bit
God
somewhere,
damn,
but
something
that's
gotta-
how relaxation is gonna do you wrong.
I think I
mean-
just came inwards.
Oh yeah, that was so good. Did you come? Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta go take a shit, but we'll continue this when I get back.
I think I have a hernia now.
All right, next fight, please.
Next fight, Manel Kit versus Felipe dos Santos.
That was a very good fight.
It was a very good fight.
Except
Felipe
for
dos
the
Santos
end.
just- the what heavyweight is it? What
I think it was 130.
the flyweight bout. The flyweights, they fight at a different pace.
Fly.
It's ridiculous.
Why do you call him flight weight?
The flyweight.
Flyweight.
You were saying flight weight.
Oh, did I say flyweight?
Yeah, it's flyweight. But you know,
You
It's
said
my-
it like
it's
13
my
times in a
Colombian
row.
accent.
Colombian accent. Colombia.
Colo? Flyweight bout is they fight at a different pace.
So you have to be gay now. Cool. Anyway,
hey, dude.
yeah, I mean, bro, they weigh literally like they're 125 fucking pound guys, man. Like you can't expect them to fight like fucking heavyweights. They're gonna be faster. They're gonna be quicker. They're gonna throw a lot more punches. But
It's not just the pace. It's also like the endurance that they have.
Yeah,
they
bro.
fight at that pace throughout the whole fight.
Okay,
This is a
okay,
three-round
Luis, let me
fight
ask you, how much you
for
weigh?
15 minutes.
how much you weigh?
190.
Okay, so you think like let's say you and
Too sexy.
That's right.
You're
how
so
much-
much bigger than me. How are you
how
on 30
much-
pounds? Like that's 30 pounds difference.
how much do you weigh?
60.
160. So like you two
Ask
running
me.
outside.
Ask me.
you
Ray,
might
can you
be-
hear me? Ask me. Ask me. Ask me.
Chesco from Colombia. How much do you weigh?
260.
Okay.
No, too sexy. I mean.
Okay. Anyway, good.
Shut up.
That was a good joke.
Yeah,
but
he
what
hadn't
I'm
said it like 3 times.
We can acknowledge him because he's not here. I'm sorry, guys.
Got him.
If you're not here, we don't understand you that well. You're on the phone. Stay in your lane.
But that's how dedicated Chesco is to his podcast. Even from outside of the country, he wanted to be joining us.
Say it again.
Which part? Do you too sexy?
Yeah, that one. And
But what I'm saying is, if you two were to run like a whole mile or something like that, you might have the lead start if you're faster. But eventually, you're gonna get tired of carrying all that weight.
I never get tired.
like Kevin Gates.
That's right.
Okay, let's say another 190 pound guy, another 160 pound guy, they
I'm
get
gonna eat 'em
tired.
alive.
Yeah, you can't put me in the same categories because
Okay,
going
since
all
you're
out
since
every
you're a
time.
bad motherfucker.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is
Say it again.
a regular
Say it
190
again.
and a regular 160 guy.
Somebody said, Chesco, say it again.
My girl never tells me that. Tell me.
Luis is the third BMF.
That's right. Who were the first two?
Justin Gaethje,
And
the GOAT.
of
After Nate Diaz,
which is?
Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
That's it. And then third?
I don't know what. You didn't
This is
send
my,
me.
this is my first.
Oh, Luis.
That's
Luis.
right.
Okay, well, anyway, yeah, I'm just saying, man, like you carrying that much weight, you're gonna get more fucking tired. Those guys, they're carrying after weight cuts, they're 125. So when they probably eat and drink, they might get back to 140 something, maybe 135. 10 pounds, 15 pounds, they'll regain it within 24 hours before the fight. But dude, they're light as fuck, bro. Like they're fucking animals, dude. Like,
Ray is right.
Yeah, and actually, like when they do like the dead hang competition and stuff, girls usually outlast the men because they're just
Because of the
lighter.
weight.
Yeah, their body weight.
if you don't have
slower.
to carry that much weight with you, you're gonna be fine.
It's a
Now
big
the
difference,
heavyweights
yeah.
that like are out of fucking breath after the first round, bro. Imagine trying to throw heavy punches at 190 or 205 or 260.
I have no problem with it.
Well, just look at the pace of like 125ers versus the pace of 135ers.
Well, bro, I'm sorry, I gotta ask you, who hyped you up before you got here? Like,
Nobody.
okay.
I
I've
did.
always been hyped.
I
So you
did.
put some music in the car and he's like, tonight I'm gonna be the fucking man at the podcast.
After I get the Oreos from Walmart.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Who won?
Did we even talk about this before?
See what happens when you're in fucking.
Honestly, about this
Colombia.
fight, I'm just gonna say, man, like the dude at the end, like, there's no reason to talk that much cash money shit about people. Like, I don't understand what the
Yo,
fuck,
when
man.
I leave, the podcast goes to hell.
Well, you fucked up the Strickland fucking talk after the fight because this motherfucker wanted to say all kinds of crazy shit. Like, shut up, stay in your lane. Nobody cares about your damn talk.
Cape won, right? Cop.
Yeah,
Manel Cop.
Cop won versus Felipe dos Santos. It was a good fight. It might even be fight of the night.
I would put $1,000 that it's not.
No,
Fight of the night would definitely be the main event.
no, I think that fight was better than the main event.
It was more competitive.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
did
but
anybody
it-
give a fuck?
No, but Sean
that's the
Strickland,
thing.
won the bonus for sure.
Well, they might.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they might
Yeah.
win it by default
Yeah.
because they give them something else. But yeah, fight of the night to me is the main event. Actually, well, the next one we get into is pretty good too.
Yeah. So, Cap won. versus
Manel
Felipe
Cap will
yeah.
fight Kai Kara France next, most likely.
Oh, that's what he
Cool.
was trying. He was calling him out after the fight. Who do you think wins that fight?
You think that's a main event?
No,
No.
I think it's gonna be
Exactly.
like
Maybe in a fight night.
a fight night card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they can't do it because it's a fucking championship fight. So it's gonna be
Oh, they've
it's
done
gonna be a
championship
pay per
fights
view.
and fight nights before.
Yeah, huh?
They've done championship.
No,
fights
Kai
and
Kara France is not the champion.
Oh, it's
that's-
not.
There you go.
Oh, I thought it was championship.
No,
fight. Oh, yeah,
Pantoja.
do
Oh,
that at fight
Pantoja.
night, please,
Pantoja is the champion.
so I can feel fine with not watching it. And I like, Cara France pretty good, but I don't know.
Next fight is Tai Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov. It was a submission win against Tai Tuivasa. Tai Tuivasa lost after either 4 minutes and 37 seconds or at 4 minutes and 37 seconds of the second round. One of the two.
It was the second? I thought it was the third.
No,
it was
second
the
round.
second
No,
round.
it was the second round.
He had trouble gauging distance.
Volkov is just a fucking. He's been there for a long time. He's got a lot of fights. He's been a top level fighter for a long time. Tuivasa is a problem for mostly everybody. To see what Volkov did just really showed his stripes, showed his tenacity and just his ability to break down very dangerous fighters and stay calm.
Yeah.
Because
He
I
looked
mean,
really
it's hard to stay
good.
calm around somebody like Tuivasa who can really just put you the fuck out.
He looked
But it-
really, really good.
It didn't even look like Tai even had a chance with him. Like Tai wasn't able to close his distance. Tai wasn't able to get any clean hits. Tai wasn't able to do anything when he was on the ground. He got back up I think twice, but then he got taken down again. One in the first round, one in the second round, and then the third round. That's when he got submitted with what was that? The submission?
Second round, it was an Ezekiel choke.
The Ezekiel choke.
I wonder if Volkov was probably surprised at how effective everything was. I think he was like surprised. He's like, dude, this guy cannot hit me. He
Oh.
can't hit me. Everything that he's dangerous of is not a problem right now. He's not able to get close to me, and I'm hitting him with he's pretty conservative with the way he throws his strikes, and they're just you can see them doing damage even though they're conservative. They're not loaded. He's not like really trying to take this guy's head off, and he's really hurting him. You saw after round one, Tuivasa was like, I think he pretty much checked out. He said, "I'm not winning this fight, dude."
Yeah, he knew from the end of the first round.
He didn't stop trying, but he fucking knew something was up.
It's crazy. Like, did y'all see Tuivasa throw a jab?
Yeah, well, he jabbed to walk in.
He was
but-
trying to knock him out the entire time. He was loading up
Well, that was
so
I
bad.
think that was the right move, is to try to knock him out. But it just, I would have not guessed that it would have been that unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Like, literally, he just really didn't have much success on his
when you
feet.
can't close the distance, you can't knock him out.
Well, he was closing distance. Is that he wasn't hitting, he wasn't landing. He was ready with the defense.
So who
I
does
would say Sean Strickland-esque, but I mean, you're talking about a much bigger guy who's the bigger guy in the fight, so it doesn't ring the same. But his defense held up, and he held up against a guy who could knock out fucking anybody, really.
So who does Volkov fight next?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
I have no fucking idea. He's fought everybody.
Okay, so in the rankings, it's Cyril Gane, Sergey Pavlovich, Stipe,
I think
Tom Aspinall.
Stipe's 3?
Yeah, Stipe's 3.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's a stupid
Well, he hasn't
ranking.
fought.
Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blades, and then Tai Tuivasa, which probably get switched around now. And Alexander Volkov is number 7.
Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane are the only ones that make sense, I think,
For what?
for Volkov. Like,
Cyril Gane would be a good one because you're talking about two
or Pavlovich.
high level strikers. I would give it to
And-
Gane in the edge
And,
there.
and
but
honestly, if he wins that fight against Cyril Gane, then after the Jones versus
he probably,
Stipe fight,
fights
he
for the belt.
they might give him a shot at the belt. Who the fuck knows? But I mean, Jones is gonna win the Stipe fight. I could already fucking tell you that right now.
Well, nobody will say no to you because apparently you're right.
Yeah, no, Nostradamus.
I don't know. I think that's just a fight that, it's another one of those you must have forgot moments, When you talk about Stipe, he's just not somebody you can fucking sleep on. I would probably give the edge to Jones, but I think Stipe is one of those guys that he's a gamer.
Matthew, what did you learn tonight, bro?
I have learned.
Don't doubt me.
However, but the underdog won this one. The underdog would be.
Bro, I don't care who won. I said the person was gonna win, and they won.
Yeah, the point is, it was significant because he was the underdog.
No, the point is I was right.
So who are you saying is gonna win?
John Jones.
The GOAT?
Yeah.
I also say John Jones is gonna win. I'm just not saying that it's gonna be a walk in the park.
Right, he's so used to people disagreeing with him, he's already going into defense mode.
Yeah, we haven't podcasted together. That's the I'm like, no, I just go with my heart. My heart is like, you know what? Yeah, John Jones, I would give it to John Jones. I'm not going to bet against John Jones ever again. But I just
when the fuck did you bet against John Jones?
When did you bet against him?
I don't know, probably I can't think of a fight, but I'm sure there was a fight. I wasn't always a big John Jones fan, but the longevity for me a lot of times is the biggest thing because we've talked about MMA and like you're always going to lose at some point. So somebody like that just kind of never fucking loses, you're just kind of like, okay.
And the only loss he has is on a fucking DQ.
Yeah. That's a fucking goat.
And then he knocked that guy out.
That's an animal right there. But, no, I think, point is, Stipe is just somebody you can't sleep on. He's always got a chance. But, yeah, he probably loses.
So if Alexander Volkov goes against Cyril Gane, who do you think wins that fight?
Cyril
Gane, but, again, it's just another person that that's a good fight. It's a good fight. Anything could happen. I would give it to Gane because he just moves a little bit better than everybody at heavyweight. But, obviously, we've seen that he's got chinks in his armor and he got fucked by John Jones. So,
who do you think wins against Cyril Gane and John Jones?
We just saw
that he
fought against both of them
in the refight. In a
refight,
like
what?
John Jones again.
Yeah.
It's not even a fucking question. Dude, you got to understand something.
He may not beat him in 45 seconds.
Look, bro, he might. You got to understand something about John Jones, bro. This guy's fight IQ is so it surpasses everybody's fight IQ. Like, you got to understand something. When he fought DC, right? When he fought DC, DC literally looked at him and he said, if you fucking think you're going to hit me with that left foot to the head, you better keep fucking dreaming. You know what fucking John Jones did to DC? He kicked him with his left. No, he kicked him with his left foot, dazed him, and instead of being like the normal guy that would attack him, what he did was embarrass DC. While DC was stumbled and kind of going backwards, he kicked his legs from under him and made him fucking fall, bro. Like, this is DC. This is a 2-time fucking champ. And he played with him like he was fucking nothing. The level of fight IQ that John... Like, some people, they're just... Like, you could train to be good, and some motherfuckers are just made for this game. Like John Jones...
Like well, I think also...
Please stop while you're ahead. But with John Jones, dude, he's a level above a lot of fucking people. It's like he's the Khabib of fucking 205 and heavyweight 260. Like, that's just who he is.
I mean, at 265, he just has he doesn't have the background to say that yet. And I think when you're talking about somebody like Stipe, or not Stipe, I'm sorry, Gane, he's kind of a one-trick pony, but he's so good at that one trick that, if he does not get that takedown early in the fight, or I mean, in the fight period.
But what I'm saying is, bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, he's a one-trick pony when John Jones is an all-tricks pony. Like,
that's
the dude
why
knows
he wins,
fucking... And not to mention, like, bro, you got to understand something, too. Like, what was I going to say? It's something about, man, John Jones, he's just really fucking good.
He's good.
Like, bro, you got, like, this dude legitimately used to, like, drink... Fuck bitches and snort cocaine, and the next day would fight and win like no fucking problem.
He's definitely a gifted fighter.
How long was he out for?
Huh?
How long was he?
3 years.
3 years. He came back after 3 years
and fucked the dude up in 45 seconds.
And beat the number one dude in 45 seconds.
The problem I have with those 45-second wins, though, I feel like, that really can be it really can be a fluke on Gane's part in terms of just not catching that stopping that takedown.
It was a fluke.
Obviously, John Jones is gonna rip him in a wrestling match, obviously.
No, but I'm gonna tell you.
If you don't get that takedown and you start taking that kick to the gut and you start taking that jab because he's got an incredible jab, the game starts changing.
Bro, the fluke was he decided to fight John Jones. That was the fucking fluke of the whole thing. And I'll tell you like this: you could take all the kicks you want, you take all the punches you want, but John Jones have fought and won against better fucking dudes than Gane.
I don't know about that. I don't think there hasn't been a heavyweight fighter better
Well,
than Gane.
he hasn't fought another heavyweight, but DC is better than Gane.
Huh?
DC was better than Gane.
Yeah, wrestling, but Gane would have fucking
Overall,
picked
is what
apart
I
DC.
mean.
Yeah,
I
he's a
think.
better fighter.
I think he would have picked apart DC, except the fact that we
Cyril
obviously,
Gane?
Yeah.
What?
I think Cyril Gane would picked him apart from the outside. His striking is
But DC could
far
get him down.
superior to anybody
Yeah,
in
but
the UFC.
DC wouldn't have struck
You
with
know,
him.
At least in that weight class, because obviously lighter weights are generally a little more technical. But I mean, you're just talking about a heavyweight that moves the way he does and the power that he has without loading up. He's an extremely dangerous fighter, and that's why he is where he's at. But it just comes down to you have to expect that these heavyweights are going to start taking you down.
So we're right. That's what I heard.
My point is, I think if it had gone past those 40-some seconds or whatever it had been, you'd seen a very different fight.
He still
It's
probably
the same
would've
thing,
lost.
Aldo and Conor McGregor. I think that would have been a very different fight had he not got knocked out.
But you know why it wasn't a different fucking fight?
Because he
He got
got
knocked
knocked out.
Because those dudes are fucking a level above these fucking guys to the point where they. And here's the best part about John Jones, bro.
Nobody's talking
John-
about McGregor being one of the best
Are you putting McGregor
ever.
in the same status as John Jones?
No, you're
Nah,
not, right?
fuck no.
No,
Okay.
but
No, what-
how about
what-
Aldo? You will definitely put Aldo in the talk.
No, but here's the difference.
But see, name one other fucking fighter. Name one
Luis.
other fucking fighter. Oh, stop with the Luis tonight, bro. Name one other fucking fighter that can literally go, this guy wants to beat me this way. This is his strong. Like a lot of fighters will go, okay, his weakness is grappling. I'm gonna fucking grapple with this guy. But John Jones is the opposite. He'll go, oh, wrestling is his game. Well, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna wrestle with this motherfucker. I'm gonna take him down. I'm gonna beat him in his own game. John Jones literally finds your strong point and beats you with it.
Well, let's use that as a segue for.
But no, because I want to talk
Or do you have
about
something?
Tai Tuivasa. Who do you think he fights next then?
Oh, who's below him?
Nobody, bro.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
He
You
gonna
just want to see
retire.
him fight. You know what? You just want to see him fight. He's not fighting. He was fighting probably
But
to
at
be a
this
champion
point,
at some point.
he's gonna be another Gamebred where he's.
Hey, watch
kinda-
your mouth,
he-
man.
There's nothing wrong with Gamebred. Gamebred is the BMF.
No.
Number one or number two.
No,
I don't know. He's above me by one or two. That's what I think about. Either way,
He is nowhere near Gamebred yet.
he has to fight exciting fights.
Who's below him? I'll tell you who he's fighting next.
Sergey Spivak, Gelton Almeida.
There we go.
Him?
And he's gonna kill him.
Do you think he beats Tai Tuivasa or Tai Tuivasa beats him?
No, Almeida beats him.
I do think there are some heavyweights though to look at. Well, I don't.
Almeida's one of them,
I don't remember.
for sure.
Okay, I can see that.
What is it, Spivak or something? I'm not sure.
Spivak.
What is that? Can you pull him up? I just want to see what his face looks like. If it's who I'm thinking of, it's not who I'm thinking of.
You're talking about number 2. Go look at number 2.
Yeah, who's number 2?
Number 2, Sergey.
Sergey. That guy, yes. That guy, I feel like he's fucking scary, dude. I don't know. I don't know enough about his background, but I think he's such a big guy that you could put him with like Jones and it could be a fucking fight, dude. It could be a fight because like we saw tonight, some people that are not necessarily as technical can really put it on you just by being up in your shit.
But Tai Tuivasa Gelton Almeida is a pay-per-view fight. You could put it as second or third or fourth on a pay-per-view card. People will buy that.
I would always watch Tuivasa
It's an
fight.
up-and-coming
Put
guy
Tuivasa
against a fan favorite.
anybody.
Yeah.
I'm in. I mean, he's so fun to watch. Him losing, I'm still proud of him. Like that's just one of those guys that's like he learns, he fights.
Losing is part of the fucking game, man. Like I mean, if
That's why Gamebred did it so much.
You don't fight to just be a winner.
nah, dude, and like you learn more from your losses than you do your wins, man.
100%.
That's why people lose so much.
I do it.
That's
I
why
do
I
it
lose
really
a lot.
only for that reason.
That's why I don't know that
I
much.
want to keep learning.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I learn every fight.
That's why I don't know that much.
So don't bet on me.
Oh, because you always win.
Yeah. Me and DJ Khaled.
It's a gift and a curse.
Me and DJ Khaled.
All
Another
I
one.
do is win, no matter what. Somebody who won no matter what today was Sean Strickland.
I've never been so happy for somebody that I don't know. Like, to me, I'm just like, it's cool that somebody won, somebody lost, but
Similar feeling was
I'm
for
very happy for Sean Strickland.
Oliveira. I liked when Oliveira won. It just made me feel really warm inside.
I don't like Oliveira.
Why not?
Why
You
not?
gotta ask.
Speak your truth.
Did he maybe choke somebody out that you like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
pretty much.
the list of people you don't like is growing.
And the reason's the same every time.
You know what? It's been a tough year to be a.
Hey, look, I'm a hardcore
Dustin
fan,
Poirier
man.
fan?
I'm
Yeah,
a hardcore deep.
that's what it is when you're at the top, though. You know what I mean? When you're at the top, it's just like
You got my,
You're
there's
gonna
no
go through the grinder, bro.
Nowhere to go but down.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, Dustin, dude. Love you from the bottom of my heart, man. But just please go to more jiu-jitsu classes or something. Like you need to get your grappling game up, bro.
it's not a jiu-jitsu, it's the wrestling, dude.
Why are we
It's
talking about Dustin Poirier
let's
when
go back
Sean
to it.
Strickland
So Israel
just
Adesanya
made
versus Sean
history?
Strickland.
See, every
where
time I leave the
make
podcast,
history.
it just goes to shit.
Sean Strickland won, and amazing is like almost an understatement. It was very no, let's go and say amazing in an amazing manner, where he dominated. By standards of the round, 4 out of the 5 rounds.
Maybe the GOAT, definitely 1 or 2 next to Anderson Silva of that division. Like it's crazy what he did to Adesanya. Adesanya has never looked that way. Like when Anderson Silva lost to Chris Weidman, he got caught. He got caught on the chin because Anderson Silva was messing around, and that's how Anderson Silva got caught. Versus when he lost to Pereira, he was winning that fight. Adesanya was winning the fight, and Pereira came back in the 5th round and knocked him out, but he was winning that fight. This fight, he maybe won round 2. I think we all agree to that he won the round 2, but he did not win it convincingly.
He hasn't had rounds
Like
like
we
that.
had to guess. Like
It
did he?
wasn't
Did he
up in
not?
the air. It could have gone to either one because there was not a
Not a lot done,
action.
yes.
But the only person that's put rounds on him like that was Gastelum.
Gastelum was
And
the only one.
They didn't do it as many rounds.
No, yeah,
And he worked way harder. Like you could see, that was a grind out for Gastelum. Whereas like Sean Strickland literally could have fought another fight, no question.
And Adesanya clearly won that Gastelum fight. He clearly got dominated. This fight was not close
At all.
at all. This fight was not close at all.
I think it was you that said it, that this is probably one of, if not the biggest upset in UFC.
To me, it's the biggest upset. Why? Because
Of the way he did it.
because of the way he did it. Like when
That's a fair
Holly
point, yeah.
when Holly Holm beat Ronda Rousey,
With
even
a
though
catch.
she was dominating the fight, it happened in the 2nd round, and it was a head kick, right? It just ended because if Ronda Rousey ever would have got Holly Holm down, that could have been it. When Juliana Pena beat Amanda Nunes, it was in the 2nd round. It was after like a really hard like exchange, and she got her on a choke. Anderson Silva had, like I said, when Bisping beat Rockhold, it was like just a check hook that landed in the right spot. Like those were just moments.
When
This
Reese
was
beat Ray, I mean,
like, that one too.
Yeah.
That was
What?
that was an upset
it was an upset.
When did you beat me?
in
You
Utah.
forgot already?
Oh, the wrestling match.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You mean when I fucking put you in a guillotine and you almost choked out?
What were we doing?
Whatever, dude.
What were-
Okay, whatever. I won. It's like Nate
It's like
Diaz.
I
He
hit you
lost
with
a
a catch in
boxing.
boxing fight. I wasn't expecting it, of course.
Exactly, bro. Like that's like Nate Diaz won that fucking boxing match. Like he put him in a guillotine. He clearly said, "You might have beat me in boxing, but I would have fucking killed you." That's exactly what I did to you. You might have pinned me down in wrestling, but I got you in a choke.
He's talking like a true loser.
I goddamn right I
Trying to
am.
find excuses after excuse after excuses. What do you think, Chesko?
I think that every time I leave the podcast, it goes to shit. Okay, get your stuff together.
I'm just speaking facts.
No, I am extremely happy for Sean Strickland. I am extremely sad that I was wrong and Ray was right. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. But outside of that,
biggest disappointment.
yeah,
of the night.
biggest disappointment ever. Outside of that, I am extremely happy for Sean Strickland. I was talking to these guys before the podcast started. I told them I don't think he can sustain this. I really don't. I really think this was like a perfect night for Sean Strickland that I don't think he could replay. this was like his Michael Jordan moment. He came out and gave the perfect 10 out of 10 fight.
I think what he should have done was should just take the gloves off and put him in the octagon. Like, guys, I'm not gonna have a better night than this. Bye.
No lie, no lie.
You know,
But I am extremely happy for him. I think if he fights Whitaker, he loses. I think if he fights Duplessis, he loses. Maybe even if he fights Adesanya again, he loses.
Whitaker's a fucking big problem
Yeah.
for him.
So,
Because you never really know what he's entering for. He could be entering to jab or he could be entering to shoot.
yeah.
And his wrestling's top notch.
Poor Izzy though, man. He lost the title like was it 2 fights ago or something, or a fight ago?
He's lost
He
2
lost
out of
it
his last
again.
3.
Very hard year. But, I mean, it also just shows you the gamer he is. You know, he goes. He lost in a really good way today in terms of, he accepted it and realized he lost basically every fucking round. But, he's a gamer. He's going to come back.
Here's the deal. If you want to beat Izzy, the only thing you got to do is train with fucking Alex Pereira, bro. That's it. Have Alex Pereira train
But,
you.
It worked for Strickland.
But Strickland didn't fight that much differently than he
No.
ever does. I mean, he might have been a little more controlled, but that's the only thing you're really going to say that's different. He literally has great stats in terms of head absorption. He doesn't take a lot of hits. I say he doesn't take a lot of head. I hope he does. Tonight he surely is. But yeah, he's just good with his head movement. He fights behind his shoulder and behind a jab pretty well.
That
So
Philly show is beautiful.
I honestly don't think it looks all that beautiful, but his face came out almost the same. It's undeniable. I
And
think
Izzy's face looked fucked up.
and he's the darker skin of the two.
Very
So-
politically correct. I already have to edit a word you said.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you.
26 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I wrote it down.
I
I
got you.
guessed because since I'm not there.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later.
We have to watch what the fuck we say.
I'm curious. That's why I'm curious at what it was, because obviously there's a lot of shit that we say that. Now I'm like, fuck. It's gonna eat me
Anyways.
up. It's gonna eat me up tonight.
So the only fight for Israel is the rematch, huh?
I think he has to take time off, man.
How much time? He lost what, two out of the last 3 fights.
But he's coming back too quick, I think. That could be part of it.
Okay.
Usman, we said that when Usman came back versus Leon Edwards, he did not look good in that second fight. After getting knocked out, you came back too quick. Adesanya came back after getting knocked out to Pereira pretty quickly. Not only that, in that Pereira fight he won, he took some damage and came back
I'm not
pretty
gonna lie to you.
quickly.
That second Pereira fight, I thought Pereira was gonna win again.
Yes, like
Mhm.
He won by the luck of like, if that overhand didn't land on Pereira that day, Pereira probably would have taken that fight too.
yeah. So he's coming back very quickly. I think take some time off. When he comes back, he can do whatever he wants. He's the GOAT. Now, I think right now it's better. Let some of the division. Let's see another fight. Let's see Duplessis if he gets better in time. If not, let's see Whitaker. Let's see, and then what happens?
I really just kind of feel like it was just a slept-on fight. I mean,
Yeah.
when you look at Izzy, he was
underestimated him?
he was a shell of himself, and he fought like himself stylistically, but like the switch never turned on. Like for a second, it was like, oh, he's gonna turn on, and it just
He just never
and then
could,
turned
yeah.
it back off. It was like he got bullied is kind of what it looked like
Yeah.
in there. Like he allowed himself to get bullied, and I think that was something he's gonna look back at. He did not stand his ground in a way that.
It was Israel Adesanya at his worst with Strickland at his best, and that's what it was, and
Best way to put it.
that's what gave Strickland the win. Now,
Now it's a whole new world. It's
Yeah.
Latin, baby. You could throw a dart at that list, and whoever it falls on, it's a good fight to fight.
And we can
Strickland.
never count out Strickland.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there's
No, of course
multiple
not.
fights that he should be losing. Yes.
Yes.
Especially in that top 5.
we
But
have Duplessis, Robert Whitaker,
What do we
Derek
fucking
Cannonier,
know?
and Martin Vittori. Out of those, who do you think he beats?
Vettori.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
he beats
But that's just
Vettori.
one person up.
I would give it to Vittori. But
Really?
again, what the fuck?
No,
what-
he
what do I
maybe.
know, Like I don't know. shit.
But outside of that, he's gonna be the underdog against all of them. He can maybe still win, but he will be the underdog.
Well, I think he's
Well, I'll
gonna-
tell you like this: by the maybe mid next year or so, I see Hamza being champion of that division.
And that Ray is saying, he has a good point. Hamza is not on that list. Bo Nickel's not on that list. Those two guys.
Bo Nickel's a bad motherfucker.
Those
too.
two guys.
I don't think Bonico's. Sorry, go ahead.
No, but what I'm saying, for example, if Adesanya ever does want it back, when he does want to come, let's say Adesanya takes a year off, which is not crazy, right? Let's say he
Shouldn't
fights.
do that.
Huh?
Shouldn't do a year.
or 6 months, 8
yeah,
months,
6 months, because he's so used to
8
normal,
to 10
and
months.
that's what makes him and Volkanovski so good. They're just always fighting. But
Let's say he takes
yeah,
6
then
to
he
10
probably
months.
needs a break now.
In 10 months, Bo Nickel probably has 2 more victories. In 10 months, like maybe 3. If he has 2 to 3 more victories, Bo Nickel is on the short, and that's new blood that Adesanya hasn't fought yet. Like, so now this buys him time. He can come back and fight whoever the champion is, whether it's Hamza, if Hamza wins, Adesanya's first in line to fight Hamza. The problem
I don't
is
think Bo Nickel is gonna have that easy a time going into the upper.
But I'll tell you like this,
that.
bro.
Like if he fights a Hamza or something, like
No, he can't
now
fight
you got like
Hamza.
now you got a serious problem because now you got somebody who can handle your.
Let's say if Bo Nickel beats Derek Brunson, he's in there.
That's a hard.
That's a
fucking
hard
thing
fight.
To do. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
very
it's a
hard
hard
fight.
fight.
And
then you
Hamzat's
start deserving
fighting.
it. Yeah.
Hamzat's fighting
Paulo Costa.
Paulo Costa
Yeah.
on in December. I think
And
it was,
if you can handle that, yeah, you've
dude.
earned it, you know?
If he could beat Paul Costa, he's earned a title. He's earned a title fight. And if he gets the title,
At
I'm gonna
least
tell you,
the
I'm
number
gonna tell you
one
right
contender.
now, bro. Name one Dagestani dude or a Russian dude at that caliber that gets the title and gives it up easily.
Now, don't forget, Hamza's gonna be small for that division. He was big.
Yeah, but he could be bulking right now. I mean,
Yeah,
if he,
Bro,
if
he
he,
looks
if he
huge.
decides it's home, he can make
like
a
like
good
like like
185.
on Instagram, I've seen some of like his newest training videos or whatever, like him like hitting the bag. Dude, Hamza looks fucking
Yeah,
huge.
but there's 3 guys that fought at 205 from that
He-
division.
He's definitely
So
a fucking problem.
you're going up to a different division where you see
It's different
Duplessis.
power is different. Yeah.
Duplessis does not look like a 185.
I don't see
He looks like a bodybuilder.
Hamzat.
That's what he looks like.
I don't see Hamzat as world champion at 185. I don't think it's really made for him. But also
Hey
170. I think that's too far.
Matthew, what'd you learn tonight, bro?
That Sean Strickland's the goat, dude.
Nah, okay. You learned
I
that.
don't know
You
if I would
learned
say
that.
the GOAT.
He's the goat.
You
You
learned-
beat the goat. He's the goat. That's how it works.
I'm with Matthew tonight,
if you
man.
beat the BMF, fucking yeah, you are the BMF.
No, that is
man.
not true.
Yes, it is.
That is not true. There's
Dang. What does that make Covington then?
I mean, we already understand he's the best, but that's
Who?
besides the point. Covington.
Fuck
dude.
Covington, bro.
Dude, Covington is the goat.
Covington's
bro.
a bitch.
He's the best. He's the best on the mic. He's the funniest. He's the best looking.
he is
you know?
funny. He is very good
And
looking.
he's
I'll say
Donald
that.
Trump's favorite fighter. Most important.
No, Donald Trump's favorite fighter is
It's
the GOAT.
Dustin Poirier.
Is
That's the
Game
second
Bread.
thing he's gonna have to
Game
edit
Bread.
out.
Game Bread Masvidal is Donald Trump's favorite fighter. So that's a great thing about this fight. Strickland and
It
Adesanya.
opens up a lot of
We have
opportunities
no
for
idea
them.
who they're fighting
It
next.
makes it fun for
Yeah.
185 for a little while, you know, because
Either way, congrats, Sean. You did it,
I
buddy.
love it. It inspired me. So thank you for a
Alright.
good fight, man.
We'll see you guys on the next UFC 290.
Quattro.
150, man.
Chesko got it right this time.
I got it in front of me.
I don't know if that really counts, but
Maybe we should just leave you there in Colombia.
yeah, you know numbers in Colombia apparently. We want to give a big thank you to Chesko for joining us today from a different continent, different country. Different
Country.
continents. No, continent too.
Oh,
It's South America. Right? I think it's still. Is Colombia still in South America?
Colombia is the tallest, the northest country in South America.
So yeah, still South America.
cool, man.
In the Americas.
I guess different continent and country. Have a good time out there, man.
You weren't wrong. Just not
Please get me some things for my girl. Just a bunch of brand name stuff. The cream of the crop. I'll pay you whenever you get back. That being said, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to tell him that he was right for once. He's not going to
Not
hear
me.
a lot after this. So go ahead and just put in the comments down so he can hype up his ego a little bit since he lost against me. You know, everybody's got to lose once. He's on the back on a winning streak. So with that, we're going to leave you. Peace.